Welcome everybody to another draft of WOE. This has a lot of text. I don't think it's like duplicate a bunch of come into play abilities. We have Will and Acolyte, Grim Search, Unnatural Growth. This is a reprint, and it was like only okay before. We'll take the Woodland Acolyte here. What is Moonshaker Cavalry? Creature you control gain plus flying and plus extra. Oh, so it's just Greater Hoof? 8 mana is hard, but not impossible with grabby giants and stuff. Maybe if we're playing green-white, it seems a lot easier to pull off. But that quad green enchantment, it's a reprint. It's just really hard to cast. Maybe it's easier in this format because there's so much mana fixing, but it's quad green, which requires like 9 or 10 forests in your deck, along with like a couple mana producers. I think Woodland Acolyte is like generically a great card and doesn't require me to be like heavy green to play. Here's a Grabby Giant, if I wanted to go that route. Galvanic Giant. I think it's more of a green-blue card. I think we're definitely going to be white. We could be taking this Grabby Giant on the hopes of Moonshaker Cavalrying. Also, Redcap Thief is another reason that we can go into Moonshaker Cavalry. It's something to think about. I think here, Grabby Giant's like a reasonable choice. I'm really impressed with the card. It works really well in red-white because it mitigates flood and it lets you splash cards from another color, and it can do celebration really easily. You're stockpiling Celebrant. Not much else in this pack. I think Griffin Ivory is like an okay white-green card. You sack a food again, make a flyer. It's a lot of work though. Knightly Valor. We talked about earlier that we thought that Besotted Knight might actually be better than Knightly Valor. This is essentially a 1/1 and a 3/3 for 5 mana. This is a 2/2 and a 2/2 for 5 mana, but this is like easier to work around, right? Looks like blue is up. Like maybe we should take this transmuter. Blue seems available. Red looks like it's not available, so maybe Grabby Giant was not a pick that's going to pan out, but further cutting off white could be a good play. The problem I have with Knightly Valor is there's actually a fair amount of instant speed removal. And so spending 5 mana to get 2 for 1 is just... So here's Charmed Clothier. There's Ratcatcher Trainee, which I really enjoy. There's Knight of the Sweet's Revenge, which could be okay with Moonshaker Cavalry. These are all decent choices. That this is here, this is an uncommon and still here. Means that maybe we should take it. This is more of a green-black card, though. I have been impressed with the Charmed Clothier. So, because it does celebration on its own. Not really interested in that. So here's the Scream Puff, Daredevil, or Brave the Wilds cards. I'm all happy to play. Brave the Wilds being here, you should look at Brave the Wilds as much more of a 3/3 Civic Wayfinder than anything else. But that's what it plays out most of the time. It's also just like a cheap bargain card. Enables you to splash a rare of another card that you open. Season of Growth is a very powerful card. We are going to take that one and go into white-green, I think. So this will work on like fight spells. This will work on if you put a roll on one of your creatures. Some spells that say target will do it. Savior of the Sleeping. Really good with bargains. There's also Rowan's Grim Search, which is a good card to splash for. Let's take the Savior of the Sleeping for now. To further cut off white. Titanic Growth could work with Season of Growth. 4 mana, 3/3 lifelink if we can get it to work. Like, for instance, this says target. Let me take a look at the guide, maybe. Here's Titanic Growth. I don't know if we're going to play it, but it is there. Yeah, Brave the Wild's also being a bargain spell. Allowing some combo cards. So this could be a white-green card. I may be interested in it. I don't think we're red. We saw like no red cards that pack. Oh, here's Werefox Bodyguard. Seems reasonable. Don't know if it's good. We're not getting anything back out of this pack. Well, you can try it out though. The Bodyguard is an interesting card because you can choose your own creatures or you can choose your enemy creatures, right? So from the text box, you would assume that, and also because it's a bodyguard, that you actually want to be flickering your own cards. But in a pinch, you can do your enemy's cards. Howling Galefang is an interesting one. Is Howling Galefang better than Ferocious Werefox, though? I don't think it is, especially since I have Season of Growth. I think this is actually better. I think a 4/3 Trample is better than a 4/4 Vigilance in green, maybe. I've also got Slumbering Keep Guard. Another reason to have enchantments. Here's the Gingerbread Hunter. It's a good... Is Gingerbread Hunter going to be better than Ferocious Werefox? Probably. We'll have to play a Swamp in our deck, but it's probably better. It's a lot of stats. Is this tap for green or black? No, it's taps for just green. So here we have the Hamlet Glutton here, or we have Archon's Glory. Now, if I'm at a 4/4 flyers, I think are pretty mopey. Archon's Glory seems reasonable. Is that better than the Glutton? I think the Glutton is kind of mopey. So it's also a 5-drop, which we don't really need. We already have a lot of them. Probably should have taken the +2/+2. Season of Growth really incentivizes it as well. Ground Seal, Scavenger, Crystal Grotto. I think these are all reasonable cards. Ground Seal you can return with your stockpiling Celebrant, so it works like kind of like a bad Prophetic Prism. Maybe we want the Hollow Scavenger. I think the Hollow Scavenger is better than the Verdant Outrider. I wonder if the Savior of the Sleeping is better though. I don't have enough enchantments to really... If I had like 2 of the 2/2 enchantments, right? The 1 out of white 2/2s. I think it would make more sense to take that other Savior of the Sleeping. Although Scavenger also is decent with Celebration, although we don't have that much Celebration going on in this deck. Do we even have any? Not really. It does give us food for Hamlet Glutton, though. Well, here's hatching plans. Is it worth playing blue for hatching plans? We've only got 1 bargain spell right now. Although it is quite good with Woodland Acolyte. This card has historically been pretty bad for me, the Parents card. Maybe we'll try again. Curse of the Werefox seems exactly what we want. Fight spell that works for Season of Growth, right? I don't really want any of these. Maybe this one's okay. I don't think we're gonna play it, but... Dragon Mantle being here is... disheartening. This guy is back. We don't have enough... We didn't get any bargain spells. You can try it out. Oh, the Werefox came back. Holy crap. Isn't the Werefox really good? Gosh, we have 22 cards here. Every card we play, every card we take is going to be over a card we have. Well, Pollen Shield Hair seems like a reasonable first pick, but is it better than Sir Airmont? Probably. Maybe it isn't. I mean, I guess I have no token-making creatures. I don't have any rats. So it's mostly just for like +2/+2 in Vigilance. But also Curse Courtier, which is pretty good in our deck. This whole pack is quite good. I already have enough 5-drops though. And I'm not sure Sir Armand's that much better than Charmed Clothier. I've been really impressed by Shrouded Shepherd. So I guess we'll take that one. We're gonna be backdooring black anyway because we have Gingerbread Hunter. So we're gonna play like 1 Crystal Grotto, 1 Swamp, probably. Yeah, I think something from that first pack is gonna wheel. This guide could be good with the Curse of the Werefox to like double dip on the lifelink on a turn, right? But you would need to get lifelink on it. You need to play a card beforehand. There's this thing. The Genealogist. I've been pretty impressed by it if I can get a creature out early with it. Is there anything else we can do though? There's Splashy Spellcaster. We want Splashy Spellcaster. I don't think so. Land tax or Hopeful Vigil or Evolving Wilds. I think we really need Hopeful Vigil, so we'll take this one. I could probably use the 3 bowls of porridge here, so we'll take that one. Another Celebrant. Prophetic Prism. Okay, that works for the 2 Celebrants we have. Pretty happy with that one. Maybe we don't want this. Feels like it could be good in our deck, but... It's looking like this right now. And that's if we want to play the Pollen Shield here, which we probably do. I keep on wanting to try these Slumbering Vanguards more. This seems like the right type of deck that I'd want to have them in. Maybe we don't need the Charmed Clothier. Just have a bunch of lower mana value cards in our deck. Okay, we got the Cursed Clothier Courtier here. Definitely want to play that one. Another Prophetic Prism, but I don't think we want to run it. Maybe we do. Maybe we go 16 lands and play the extra Prism. I don't think we want to play a third one of these, do we? I feel like they're probably not. Those red cards being there are bizarre. Yeah, I think the Cursed Courtier is very good, especially in our deck. Alright, so the question remains. We can probably go to 16 lands, but we have a Brave the Wilds as well. And 2 Prophetic Prisms. I don't know if we want to play 2 Prophetic Prisms. Also, I don't know whether we want to play Crystal Grotto or the Swamp. So, well, how do we want to do this? Return Triumphant may be bad. I don't know. Return Triumphant seems like it has some good hits. We have a lot of... I think it's probably good enough. And I think we want to run 1 Swamp for Shrouded Shepherd and Gingerbread Hunter. Although maybe we don't. I think Swamp might pay off more than the Crystal Grotto. The question is whether you want to play 16 lands or 17 lands when we have a Brave the Wilds. It's best of 1, so 16 is maybe defensible. Although Scavenger The Red Tooth Genealogist. I love Colossopeds, but is it possible? There's no way we cut this, right? Not when we have Prophetic Prisms. Maybe we just don't run a swamp. If we just don't run a swamp, we just have 2 Prophetic Prisms to cast it. The black cards. I think that's probably reasonable, actually. I think the swamp's going to mana screw me more than not. So what card can we cut? A Keep Guard. What? What's a Keep Guard? Oh, Slumbering Keep Guard. I wanted to try the card, though. Like, how many enchantments do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 enchantments. Is that not enough? And if I cut the Slumbering Keep Guard, this Red Tooth Genealogist seems pretty bad too. Maybe it isn't. Yeah, I mean, we can cut one. I wanted to try the card out. Because I've got 2 more that I'm not playing. Like, I almost just want to cut the Gingerbread Hunter. But maybe 5 5s for 5 is good enough. I feel like it kind of... And there's also, like, Savory the Sleeping I wanted to try, too. But I don't know if we can really... We do have too many 3s. Like, I'm not even sure Gingerbread Hunter is better than Cursed Clothier. Like, a Royal Roll plus a Flyer is probably better than a 5/5 and a food, right? There's also Titanic Growth, which we could run instead of Return Triumphant, actually. Is it Season of Growth? Try Titanic Growth here. I'll try this. I think I want this, the 1/1s for 1 in this deck, though. Because we have 3 ways to bump it on turn 2. Oof, Utopia Sprawl. I think we probably... Even though I like this being a 3/3 later on, I think I just need to have 3 mana on turn 3. Maybe that's wrong. Actually, probably wrong. Interesting. If they have an instant speed, it's like kind of bad for me. I could have maybe besotted Knight there. Maybe it was too cowardly. Because I don't know how I'm going to beat like a... Okay. I'm regretting using my Brave the Wilds earlier to not make it 3-3. I need a forest, right? But do I really need a forest? How am I supposed to beat this 6-6? I'm not sure. But I think a forest is probably the first step in that process. Well, that is certainly something. Stockpiling Celebrant. It seems good, but is it good enough? I think we need to draw Titanic Grove. Let's see what's on top of our deck here. Not that. Well, that worked out better than I thought it would. 3 bowls of porridge? Is that a reasonable draw? Don't think it is. I want to draw the fox, right? You see how great Season of Growth is? look what it has done for us. I think we just wear Fox Bodyguard up. I guess we want this. Do we want this land? I guess we do. Well, they can't cast the. It counters it. Yeah, it doesn't go on an adventure. They also don't have double blue, but. Season of Growth looks ridiculous, right? Already has trample. Yeah, this is just like Season of Growth is a ridiculous card. So how that game played out? The Slumbering Vanguard looked like it had potential. Our opponent had some 5-mana 6/6s. But did we want Return Triumphant or Slumbering Vanguard or Savior the Sleeping? The Polished Shield Hair looked pretty bad, but I don't know if it was its fault. The Red Tooth this guy is maybe suspicious. I wonder if this guy is just worse than this guy. It probably is. Because I can also return Triumphant the Fox, alright? That's an okay opener here. We get to turn 1 food. I approve of our opponent not wasting time with that Evolving Wilds. More people need to be on that play. Good play by them. Really good play. Sucks we don't have black. I don't know what we want to draw, but it's not those. That's pretty good. The tuna red deals 4 right now. Hmm. So now we can return Triumphant on the Shepherd to pump the Fox and attack with both. I mean, they're at 8 and we have, what, 16 Trample coming in next turn? Or 14 Trample coming in next turn? Maybe more. Now the question lies, do I want to bounce my 3/3 to get Scry 2? Or do I just want to play this? I think I actually just want to play this. Okay. Try to get to scry into 2 lands. Just for the cavalry. Seems like a reasonable course of action. There. Maybe I should have attacked with the Shrouded Shepherd to trade with the Mocking Sprite. Maybe I should have done that, actually. Maybe. This was a 3/3 when I attack with it. Yeah, I think not attacking with this last turn was pretty bad. Is that good enough? That's pretty good. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not good enough. So we can draw Titanic Growth, cast it, and get the second Werefox and kill them. Do we have to block with both of our creatures? We don't, right? 5, 6, 7. So that's an option. Although maybe it was better to bottom this because I got an extra scry looking for the Ferocious Werefox to begin with. Oh, I guess I needed to do this main phase because I could have gotten the monstrous roll from the enchantment. That was a pretty good draw. Oh, it's so close. Do we want it? I guess it's a 3/3 haste. We keep it. Do we keep it? I don't think we do. Because any land lets us cast this, right? But the problem is we have 2 Prophetic Prisms in our deck that are bad, 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 bad draws. I think we have to keep it. Yeah, I think we have to keep it. It's not good, but I think we have to keep it. Is this stockpiling and Celebrant gonna do the final point, maybe? It is. Oh, no, it's not. Wait, it pumps itself? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But it doesn't have, like, is there a way to give it haste? That's pretty funny. By the way, Myth at Midnight, thanks for the bits earlier, but I didn't thank you. Appreciate it. Interesting. Well, the thing is, Craterhoof had haste, though, so Moonshaker Cavalry doesn't have haste. So I think Return Triumphant was better than Royal Genealogist, whatever it was. Hey, ma'am. Oops, I don't have the thing up. Versus Curses. I'm actually thinking of scrying 2 here. Looking for Prophetic Prism. Does that make sense? Prophetic Prism to kill this. We have 2 Prophetic Prisms. I think it makes sense. Curses. Chris Cordier also likes Return Triumphant. I didn't even think about that. That's really cool. Oh, it doesn't work with it? Because the curse comes afterwards? Oh, that's too bad. It's too bad we can't just all not have these things. Truly, truly too bad. Probably have the +2/+1? No, they just wanted to do it. This guy is good with Return Triumphant, though. We can agree to that, though, right? Wow, we really need to draw Prophetic Prism. Why can't I block this? Oh, it has Menace. Can we draw Prophetic Prism off the top, please? That is not Prophetic Prism. Oh, please! Can we draw Prophetic Prism to win? Unfortunately, we don't have a Swamp or Crystal Grotto in our deck. To have another way to backdoor it. We did scry... We scryed one card at the bottom? Yeah. Two prisms, let's go! No! Please! Two prisms, please! 2 out of 26. Give it to me. Please, prism! Please! Please, Prophetic Prism! Although Sir Ginger is gonna get bigger here. So how does this look? Oh, I can't block that one. I take 7, 8, 9, 10, and I gotta go up 4. So I go to 0. So we're dead? So we can't block this? Guess we're exact lethal. Damn. Just needed one Prophetic Prism. Even some spells would have been fine too. I didn't draw any spells. I wonder if playing a Crystal Grotto over a Plains would be reasonable. Probably not. Maybe it is, though. Oh, there. You know, is this even better than returning a prism? I'm not sure it is. I think it's too dangerous to let them untap at that when we're stumbling a bit here, having to cycle our prisms earlier than we would like to. You think blue is bad? I don't know. Maybe as people. I had a 7-win blue-red deck earlier, and it had 3 counter spells and 3 grabby giants. It looked pretty good. I think counter spells are actually quite good. Grabby Giant gives you a way to still further your game plan, even if they don't walk into your counter spells. Plus, it gives you a treasure, which means you can like probably tap out for something later on and still have open shields up with a counter spell, right? So. Because I just save my... Do I kill an 0-4 or do I save my 4-3? I probably just save my 4-3. I think saving the 4-3 is maybe actually probably not the right play, because now they can just play another creature and I'm screwed. Like, so I actually think I should have just let this die and then just played a prism instead. Or actually just let this die and play this instead. I think that would actually been a way better play. Okay, I mean, I guess it doesn't have... Oh, they thought it would get a counter. Awkward. Do I play this 3-3 or do I play Prism looking to draw like a monstrous Werefox? I think I just played a 3-3. The Werefox would be really good this turn, but it's gonna block a 2-2. But I think I'd rather just take the absolute output of a 3-3 rather than spinning the wheel to draw like Brave, the 1 green sorcery that searches for a land with Bargain. I could draw that, or I could draw the 2 Werefoxes. Yeah, it's good choice, good choice. Let's do this now, I guess. Interesting. We already have lethal. I'm guessing they have like... I'm just gonna play it. The Pumpkin tonight. Because they probably have 1 removal spell, so they're gonna take 6 and go to 2. Yeah. I think blue decks will get better once the format once people realize that card draw is probably not where you want to be because you can't run out of cards. So you should be looking for cards that are cheaper and you want to be aggro. Like Curiosity is a busted card in this format. You can put Curiosity, you can put on the little tuna red 0-4 to just ping them and draw cards every turn. Make your own little Quicksilver Dagger. Dwarven Patrol Quicksilver Dagger combo. That's what it was back in Invasion Block. There was a tuna red 4/2 that doesn't untap. And says whenever you played a non-red spell, untap it. And then Quicksilver Dagger was a 1 blue-red enchantment. The enchanted creature gains tap, deal damage to a player, draw a card. So you used to put it on Dwarven Patrol and just machine gun them down. Do we play Prism or do we play... I think we actually play Prism here. Because we might draw Stockpiling Celebrant. Which would be... This would be a good card to return. There's maybe a case to be made. To want to use Mend the Wild, so maybe I want to like Hollow Scavenger first. There's a case to be made for that for sure. There's a chance they block. Not bad. Do you think they have spell stutter? We can try to get it out of them. I guess we want to do this first. Because Will and Acolyte's pretty busted with he returned triumphant. Pretty impressed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Too bad we used this earlier, huh? This could get spicy. Probably just want to trade this thing off. Just want to remove cards from the board. Could have maybe attacked with the Scavenger as well. Maybe it was better to attack with the Scavenger as well there. I'm glad I didn't. I think it was wise to not attack with Scavenger here. We're trading a food? A rat for a food? Oh, they get to draw a card. I see. They have a lot of value here, but they have a ticking tick-tock here. But we've got some beatdowns coming, right? No, it's only once per turn. Do I want to sack a food to deal 6 and then play Celebrant, or do I want to play Besotted Knight? I think I want to play Besotted Knight. We're gonna draw the Werefox. I can feel it. We're gonna draw the Werefox soon. We have 2 of them in our deck. Yeah, this thing is annoying. Agreed. That's not bad. This is not actually a terrible outcome that happened. Ooh, baby. Alright. We have so many options. Celebrating this seems like the right play, though. Well, I guess we should have attacked for 1 first. I missed the damage, it's alright. Oh, hello. Oh, they draw a card from that? Oh, no. That was avoidable. I was gonna Werefox this thing anyway. Well, that was totally avoidable. That was totally avoidable. That's alright. What's your life total, friend? What was your life total again? What was it? Scry 1? Well, this season of growth has been pretty awesome, especially when you have a Crater Hoof to get. They were close to dead without it, so I guess it wasn't actually like the Crater Hoof was kind of almost not necessary. It was almost not necessary because we had Titanic Growth and the Royal Roll. We might have actually been able to kill them without it. If we had played the Wolf, we definitely could have. I don't think it's worth playing the Pollen Shield here. I think it's worth it to give the hair raising to a Courtier later. See, it wouldn't even mattered. The cursed roll on this is mine, so I can return it to my hand with my Celebrant. The stockpiling Celebrant has been incredibly impressive. Although, we kind of maybe misstepped here. I don't know if we did or not. Satyr? Alright. I could dig it. Problematic. Does it put into play tapped at least? It does. Oh, okay, Crystal Grotto, that's cool. Hopefully they just play some giant idiot creature here. We can tap and kill them. Maybe. Unfortunately, I don't think we can kill them here. We can get them pretty low, but we can't kill them. So even if they kill our Werefox, if they don't have another play after that, they still die, right? So they have to kill a Werefox and play something else. If they do, we're in trouble. But let's hope they don't do that. Them saying good game is incredibly suspicious. So they have 2 terminates, I think. But they have they terminate this and then they terminate another thing and then we die. If one of their terminates is -3/-3, do we win? No. I'm gonna just... I don't think we can win anyways. Like, they have 5 spells in their hand, I have nothing, so... If they have 2 terminates, we're dead. Is there a 1 on a green fight spell? That's instant speed? I thought it was sorcery. Wait. Oh, so you can, the Crystal Grotto is free because of the turtle, so it just is Utopia land now? Oh, that's cool. I didn't think about that. That was a cool game. They were mana screwed, but that turtle almost won them the game. They had to mill a land in the top 3, but they did. That turtle almost won them the game. That was pretty strong. Crystal Grotto's pretty cool with it. Edgewall End's pretty good with it too. Yeah. Yeah, Utopia, Kane Mark. The shorthand. So the shorthand for a land that taps for mana of any color is you just call it Utopia. If you're not familiar with Magic lingo. I think Brave the Wilds is, I think people playing it are on turn 1. I don't know what's in their hand. But I think that card you should holding on to it a lot of the time. Think of it more as like a Civic Wayfinder. Like you like sack a food or a prison to make a 3/3 later on, right? Like if you don't actually need the land, then I mean it's obviously fine to play it as this. But I think if you think of it more as like a 3 or a 4 drop that costs 1 mana, might be a more entertaining way to view at it. This is kind of cool. It's slow. I feel like they have a Gingerbread Hunter, but I'll take action. Feels bad putting a Werefox on the bottom, but I really just need lands. See? I knew they had a Gingerbread Hunter. Will we draw a plains? Will we draw a plains? Yeah, I said we did. Unfortunate. Will we draw a plains? Will we draw a plains? We did not draw a plains. We did draw a plains. Oh, this is a fox! Oh, no! All right. All right. Now that we are getting outfoxed here, maybe we just need to... Yeah, okay, so the play is basically to, like, Werefox bodyguard the Gingerbread Hunter, and then play our own Gingerbread Hunter. Is Fox check? Not a Fox. Wait, they have a land? Oh, I don't get punished for this. I don't think I get punished for this, right? I'm gonna use a 1 green card. They have this thing? Yeah, you have this thing. We drew a plains. We drew a plains. Oh, we're not blocking with those. Oh. Oh. We have some damage coming in next turn. Okay. Looks like they did have it. How did I know? They had the 5 mana make a wicked roll. I'm pretty sad. Or are they the 4 mana exile scry 2? Pretty sad as well. We are sad. There's a reason to double block? I don't think so. Sure. Not what I wanted to draw there, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Not what I wanted to draw. We could draw the 1 on a white return a creature. Be pretty good. I don't think we have a plan for this enemy 5/5. We didn't get any of the 1 on a white. The 1 on a white pacifisms. We didn't draw any of those. Well, not that we didn't draw any. We just didn't. Didn't see any in the draft. Close, but no good. Drawing both prisms that game was a disaster. It's alright, we'll continue. Yeah, we, drawing only forests when we had our handful of white cards was not great. That 1/1 has not been good. The one that has like shade pumping, 2 and a white, plus +1 for every enchantment. It hasn't been good. I thought it would be in this stack. It's weird how the games just haven't played out that way. And I'm not sure whether if it's its fault or not. We talked about this before on stream, like, if your opponent plays 3 bulls on turn 2, do you play a 2-drop? It's tough. Wow, that's good. It's so good with this. Enemy is gonna be sad. Maybe not. I should have done it on their turn, maybe. I'm not sure. Because now this thing can attack me. Interesting. Our hand is actually quite good. Is Celebrant our worst card? I think it might be. I think it is. It's weird, but I think it's our worst card. See, we're taking 2 damage. We didn't do it on their turn. Bravo gotten haste from the recruiter. It wouldn't have been in play. It sucks this doesn't work very well. I think it would have been reasonable to just hold on to the Ferocious Werewolf there. Although it ends up being, I'm glad I didn't. What is this? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have exact lethal. Not bad. Didn't think we were gonna win that one. And that game, how that ended up being so good for us is because we didn't play the 1 green sorcery. We didn't play it on turn 1. And that's how that game ended so well for us. We used it as a 3/3 on like 6 turns later, right? I think people just automatically play this on turn 1 when it's really... Think of it as like a 3 or a 4 drop. I mean, obviously if your hand has 1 or 2 lands, play it. But I think when your hand... Like, look here. This Brave the Wilds is going to sacrifice the Cursed Roll on my Courtier. That's so good. And there aren't really that many cards that punish you for having a 3/3 land. I mean, yeah, you saw that sometimes it's hard to cast my 8-drop creature, but you probably shouldn't have that many 8-drop creatures in your deck. So, I mean, obviously that one is worth playing, but you definitely want to keep your curve low and try to play 2 spells a turn. Unless you have Season of Growth and just draw your deck. We haven't been drawing Season of Growth, which I'm kind of sad about. I think we would win more if we drew the card. We also have, do we have 2 of those 2 and a white 3/2s that bounce and scry to? We have 2 of those, right? Just don't draw them ever. Or the one game we draw them, we discard to my trot. They could spell stutter this, but this isn't a fairy, right? It's an elemental. This fellow seems quite good. Wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the best white cards, period. Yeah, go get him, Plains. This is not going to end well for our opponent. At least I hope it's not. I gotta have a shock here to finish my guy off. No? Oh, they do have the shock. Oh, do they don't? They have a shock, didn't play it? That seems wrong. Oh, our guy is trample. Okay, yeah. Right, this guy's trample? Oh. Shock RT2. They should have done that way earlier. They should have killed our guy on turn 3. Or whatever when by sacking the treasure. I think they maybe could have played this game a little bit better. I'm actually not sure this is better than this here. But I'm waiting for the more mana efficient play. The Titanic growth has been excellent. Right? Titanic growth is a card I'm typically not a fan of, but there's a lot of trample in this set. There's just a lot of monstrous auras and a lot of trample. So it plays much more like Predator Strike than Titanic growth. And Predator Strike is the gold standard for pump spells. And the fact that we have Season of Growth certainly helps. Wow, that was 7 wins? Incredible. Alright, let's look at our deck. So as always, at the end of every session, you want to look at your deck and identify the 5 worst cards in your deck. So the 5 worst cards in our deck were definitely the Slumbering Keep card and like the Prophetic Prisms. Although I don't know if it's Prism's fault. The Prisms weren't good, but did we even cast this? I don't even think we cast this a single time. Does that mean it's just not a good card? Yeah, more like Pathetic Prisms. We like drew this Hamlet Glutton once. I don't know. Like I think if we just never draw the card, maybe it's just bad. Cavalry won us like 2 games, but the thing is, I don't even think the Cavalry is... I don't even know if it won us games and we weren't already going to win, or if Cavalry had just been a card that didn't cost 8 mana, we would have won anyways. Right? Like if Moonshaker Cavalry had just been like a Charmed Clothier, or a Toonvale Guide, we probably would have won those games even easier, right? So like, I'm not convinced this is even... Like, we were stuck on 6 mana a ton because of Season of Growth. Like, I think... So, let me rephrase that. Because we had Season of Growth, Cavalry was bad. Do you follow me? Because with Season of Growth, you're scrying all your lands to the bottom. Like, all lands past 6, you're going to the bottom. And so, the Cavalry ends up just being a dead draw. Because if you draw the Cavalry, now I have to use my scries on lands instead of spells. Which is even worse, right? So Season of Growth, I think, is better than Moonshaker Cavalry. Another problem with Cavalry is not only are there counterspells in the format that are good, but there's also discard in the format that is good. And so the combo of like 8 lands and an 8-drop is actually deceptively hard to pull off. And we even had a bunch of 3-mana 2/2s that draw a card, right? And ways to return them. And it was still hard. It was super hard for us to get to 8 mana. But I don't know if it's its fault. So I think these 3 were definitely the worst. Although there were games, if I had drawn the Prism when that game with Shroud of Shepherd in my hand, I would have won it. So the jury is still out on that. Yeah, these 3 were definitely the 3 worst cards. And honestly, Gingerbread Hunter was like just a whatever card. These were both whatever cards. Honestly, I think this is probably... The Pollen Shield here didn't really do anything, but I don't think it's its fault. Like, it drew me like twice. I drew a card off it, right? Oh, it was fine. It like pumped my Hopeful Vigil token. I mean, I guess Curse of the Werefox is maybe just bad. This is Cartouche of Strength. Right? This is just Cartouche of Strength. From Amonkhet block to the Tuna Green Enchantment Aura is the same card. I want to give this... I never played it. So like I'll give it another shot. Howl Scavenger was great. I was really impressed by this. The bakery raid allowed the bargaining of our Brave the Wilds and the bargaining of our Hamlet Glutton. Very impressive. Besotted Knight continues to be mopey. That was definitely not a great card. Continues to be incredibly mopey. Like, Betroth the Beast is just so much better than the 3/3. I wonder if Besotted Knight is worse than this. It isn't because of Season of Growth. I drew a card off it. It's not great. And I think as people get better in the format, these types of cards are going to get slightly worse. Because if your opponent instant speed kills your creature in response, you just lose the adventure. And that's really bad. That's really bad. Although, weirdly enough, I think a lot of the bounce spells are sorceries. Which is super weird. They can hit tokens in this format, but their sorcery speed. I didn't miss not having this. I didn't want this. I honestly think Charmed Clothier would have been fine instead of Moodshaker Cavalry. Like, if we didn't get this, it would have been a fine card. As far as what the 5th worst card is, it's probably like Curse of the Werefox or like, I don't know, Gingerbread Hunter. I don't know. Violent Shield Hair was like whatever. This is whatever. The best cards in the deck were like Curse Clothier was amazing. Brave the Wilds was really good. Werefox Bodyguard was really good. Titanic Growth was Season of Growth is like the best card in the deck. Oh, this one on Acolyte was amazing. Return Triumphant was a good last minute addition. Titanic Growth overperformed. The Werefoxes were great. I mean, honestly, the rest of the cards were great. I think these cards were underperformers for sure. But if I was going to think of like the top 3 cards, it was probably Season of Growth, Werefox Bodyguard, and Curse Courtier. These are the 3 best cards in our deck. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Oh, subscribe. It's called because subscribe in YouTube. It's weird. Subscribe on Twitch means, you know, pay $5. Or it's September, so it's like, what is it, 25-30% off this month? Don't forget you can do that. But on YouTube, it's called subscribe. It's weird. But you can follow me there too. And yeah, don't forget to catch me live. I'm usually on most days at 3 p.m. I'll do another draft after this, though. So stick around, and thanks for watching.